today.
This is the Black Authority,
I'm
Jason.
showing you all, I'm connecting all the dots so y'all can recognize this ain't no joke right now is what I'm telling you.
No.
These folk who get appointed, these folks who get chosen by these political parties, people you never heard of, but they've been watching them since high school. I'm just giving you some idea here of exactly who the hell they chose here. Kamala Harris, Andrew Gillum, Kimberly Daniels.
So I'm going to go forward a little bit. So I want y'all to see this woman. Her, this Daniels lady. I want y'all to see her performance. Y'all got to see what this woman had to say. Check this out.
Your returns. I'll let you all get on that homework assignment. I'll let you all get on that homework assignment. So, when Governor Ron DeSantis, by the way, do y'all notice something about this in the state of Florida? What is it about the state of Florida?
Here it is.
Public schools to display the slogan, "In God We Trust." Now to the 5 Republican appointees. Let's talk.
By the way, now that you hear, you can see something there. She sure does seem to be a religious type, doesn't she? Yeah, she certainly is. As a matter of fact, she's a very religious person.
This is what I wanted to get to.
Very religious person.
Y'all done got a little insight about this Senator Daniels. I want y'all to see what Ms. Daniels had to say.
She's a very religious person, and you should hear some of her greatest hits from her religious beliefs.
Thank God for slavery. I thank God for slavery. I thank God for the crack house. If it wasn't for the crack house, come on somebody, God wouldn't have never been able to use me how he can use me now. And if it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree.
Now I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to stop right there. Did y'all see that damn American Jimmy Crack Corn and I don't care corn pipe smoking crack coon of a daggone fake ass home minister say that she thank God for slavery? It's bad enough you got moron DeSantis trying to tell you that because of slavery, we learned skills and slavery wasn't bad because it taught a lot of us skills. Excuse me, newsflash, time out, pump the old brakes here. For all you dumbass niggas who don't know, they didn't bring millions of people over here because they couldn't, because they didn't have the technology nor the vessels to do it. Those little vessels today couldn't even stand up to one of these Carnival cruise ships. You could take one of those little vessels and put in a Carnival cruise ship about 10 times. Okay? Now, if those little vessels couldn't bring millions of people over, they brought as much as they could, probably 100 at a time. Maybe, not even, I won't even say 2, maybe 150. Because you had to have water, you got to have somewhere to eat, you got to have somewhere for your people to sleep who's on the ship, helping you man the ship. You got to have somewhere to cook. So where all this is going to be on them little ships? Let's get that in your minds. Second of all, so if they couldn't bring all those people, then what people did they bring? They just brought in everybody? No, you dumb fucks. They were bringing the people who are into archaeology. They were bringing the people who are into farming. They were bringing the people who are into architect and who knew how to design. They were bringing people over there who knew how to build. They were bringing people over there who knew about the medicines, who took care of the people over there. They were stealing those people. They wasn't stealing just any and every motherfucking body. They were stealing the strongest and the fittest. So they can come over here and breed. So they can be taught by that one who was a doctor, the shaman, the builder, the farmer, the scientist, the alchemist. They were stealing them, you dumb fucks. So they didn't teach us shit. We already knew about blacksmithing and all that shit. We had our nations built up. They the motherfuckers that needed niggas to come and build America. Hence, foundational black Americans for all you dumb fucks out here. Let's move on.
I thank God for slavery. I thank God for the crack house. If it wasn't for the crack house, come on somebody, God wouldn't have never been able to use me how he can use me now. And if it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree. I thank God for slavery.
That's an insult. That is an insult to all my cousins and brothers and sisters in the whole continent of Africa. Here, that is the cradle of civilization. You're going to say, Miss Dumb Crackhead, stick-sucking bitch minister, that if it wasn't for slavery, that you might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree. Well, bitch, that tree might have more spiritual content in me than any of these dumb cracker preachers that done taught you about your white-ass Jesus. You're talking about the cradle of civilization. That means you're talking about the cradle of spirituality. That means you're talking about the cradle of mathematics, science, health, archaeology, agriculture, arts, everything. This is why I see these little white puces around the world don't like you doing a whole lot of digging in their damn history. They only want you to start back a few thousand years, well, maybe where they started. But when you go deeper, see, one thing I know is in every continent around this world, when you start to dig deeper, the blacker it gets. That's everywhere. China, Japan, nigga, yes, you dumb nigga, yes. When you start dig deep, the blacker it gets. Did you not heard the first black samurais and the first ninjas were black? This is why ninjas' outfits are black, duh, nigga. Wake the fuck up. Ding, 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 ding. The school bell's ringing, motherfuckers. Wake up. Yeah, I've been gone, but my fire ain't getting a yes. I'm still fiery. I'm fiery like a motherfucking goddamn dragon.
I thank God for the crack house. If it wasn't for the crack house, come on somebody, God wouldn't have never been able to use me how he can use me now. And if it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree.
Here, where the Catholics took their whole religious makeup from Africa by way of Egypt and Ethiopia, which is basically the mother of what we know as Christianity today, which was known as the way back then. See, back then it wasn't called Christianity because there wasn't no thing called Christian because Christ ain't had walked the earth yet. Because Christianity comes from the people who follow Christ, you stupid fucks. So it wasn't no Christianity back then. It was called the way. First time you ever even heard the word Christian was in Antioch. Let's get it right. How dare this coon? And notice Moron DeSantos picked her. See, he know what he doing. Gonna say that if she had been in Africa, if the white man and her dumbass African brothers and sisters who captivated her and sold her to the white man and ended up getting sold their own dumb selves, hadn't sold her over here, that she wouldn't be knowing about this good old white Jesus that the dumb fuckers in Nigeria got up in their damn country as a great big statue big as a building. Blasphemy. And you wonder why Boko Haram and them people up there and your damn Muslim president can't stand you damn Christians in the South. In Nigeria. with your white Jesus worshiping asses. Y'all ain't no better than this damn negress over here in America. The coon that she is. Talking about if it wasn't for slavery. Here we are again. You dumb black bitches giving white zaddy the praise. How dare you? When white zaddy learned everything from Africa, from the foots of the pharaohs and the scholars and the shamans. You dumb fucks. Coon ass niggas. Yeah, I'm regurgitating today, baby. I've been sitting back watching and taking a stock upon shit for the last couple of months. So I ain't got to come out every day. I ain't got to be out here every week. I ain't got to post every motherfucking second. So when I come, I come. And when I come in, I come in. And motherfuckers salute me because I come with that real. It's time for you niggas to get your heads out your asses. Ain't you tired of smelling shit? Bitch, if you'd have stayed in Africa and you'd have helped build up your country, you're probably one of the most mightiest countries on the earth. With all your uranium and plutonium. Make your own bombs. Quit selling your shit, dumb fucks.
Brothers and sisters from around the world, this is hardcore Sambo race war. There is simply no other word, no other term for it. This is hardcore, dyed in the wool, Sambo Uncle Tom race war. That is what this is. You are in the middle of a race war.
Better believe it.
And they pulled out the stops. But just in case you all...
These crackers ain't holding nothing back.
Miss Daniels is self-identified crackhead, self-identified prostitute. So when you go Google about her, don't look up prostitute, look up sex worker. Don't look up prostitute, look up sex worker. If you put in prostitute with her name, you won't get the returns back. But if you put in her name and sex worker, well, then you're going to get a bunch of returns. I'll let you all get on that homework assignment.
So,
let you all get on that homework.
You see? We got work to do, man. We ain't got time for the stupidity. And this is going to be my last little piece I'm ready to get into. I want y'all to give me a break. I get some water because I got fired up on that last shit because I could hear and feel some of you coon ass niggas saying some slick shit. You ass kissers who like your nose brown with shit. I can hear you saying something. You see, I decided that I ain't got to post all the time. I sit back and take my stock of things. And then when I post, I just let it run. Whether it go an hour or more, who gives a fuck? We're going to give you this work. We're going to give you this work. You understand me? Because it's high time for us to really just get our noses out of the fucking goddamn ass of ourselves. All this voting Democrat, voting blue, no matter who, down ballot. You don't know nothing about the person. You ain't never vetted him. You ain't reading nothing about him. And here you sitting there just voting for a motherfucker. Just because you just gotta vote. Like Phil Scott say, well, for those of you all that just got an addiction to vote and you just gotta just do it because it's an addiction, then I tell you what, then go vote for Cornel West just to piss off the Democrats. Fuck it. Go vote for Trump. Just vote for anybody. But nah, don't vote for no Trump. Don't vote. Just go vote for Cornel West. Go vote for Cornel. If you just gotta vote, just to have that little pin on your shirt, like I see my cousins them do down in South Carolina every year. I voted. Bitch, for what? What you get? Oh, that's your coon pin to say I voted. Basically, your mouth says, I's a coon. Bitch, you vote for everybody else. You dumb niggas, get something straight. Every time you voting, you're not voting for you. You're voting for the Ukrainians to get billions of dollars. You're voting for immigrants to come over here and get billions of dollars. Every day I'm meeting new immigrants out here. I see guys, I met a guy who only been here a couple of months. He was out here already doing Uber, making good money, using his GPS. I wasn't mean. I ain't mad at him. I really ain't. If you motherfuckers get in, fuck it. But I'm gonna be mad when you come over here on that bullshit, because a lot of you gonna come in here on that bullshit and get with these crackers and try to be against us. But I ain't mad at him trying to survive and eat and feed his family. I ain't tripping on that. I want the nigga to live and feed his family. You here now? Fuck it. And you got a leg up better than me, because you ain't been here 3 months and he was sure riding a nice car. And how he get his license so quick? And he could barely speak any English. I had to use every little bit of bomba Espanol mino to talk to him blood clot. Yeah, when I get mad, you start hearing patois flow out my mouth, reeking all y'all. That's because I'm a foundation black American that grew up under them people there. And so sometimes them things that flash when I get vexed. It don't mean that I'm no motherfucking goddamn tether or no motherfucking anchor baby. Once again, my people come from South Carolina and Washington, D. motherfucking C. Where I was born and raised, Washington, D.C. Freeman motherfucking Hospital, 59 motherfucking years ago. I'm sick and tired of the bullshit. You think people like Jason Black is sick and tired? He ain't even made 50 yet. That nigga ain't nowhere near sick and tired as I am. This is why you see the rage and the muscles tense up on me. Fuck the bullshit. And speaking of it, here goes some more. Let's get our bullshit on. I gotta go to work.
The title of the news piece, the title of the video is the U.S. losing its Chinatowns. But as you can see, when you get to 7 minutes into the story, you see a section on here talking about rise in attacks against elderly Asian Americans across the country. May of 2021. Now, you all know I monitor these things, and you all know I watch these things, and you all know I'm going to stay on top of it. Is what I do. So, I go ahead and do the check-in, because that check-in is a beast. I take a look on here. What do I see here? I see, why, 3 weeks ago. Well, here's a story from CBS. Last time it was from CNBC. Now we got a story 2 years later. You have a story from CBS. Well, what is this talking about, I wonder? What do y'all have to say here? Well, we go ahead and check it out.
In a struggling Chinatown. New York City's original Chinatown, believe it or not, is at severe risk of disappearing. That's according to...
It's my boy Vladimir. I like him.
Tourism is down. Rents are up. And there is no...
I watch Vladimir every morning.
Businesses. There is one exception, though. It is called Wing on Woe, which means forever peaceful and safe. It is the oldest continuously run shop in the neighborhood. It dates back, folks, to 1890. Wow. And I met the owner who turned down an Ivy League university to keep the shop in her family. And now she's trying to help save her beloved neighborhood for future generations. Amid the flurry of New York City's Chinatown,
this is a good one here, y'all. I'm going to let Jason do most of the talking. I'm going to do my little commentary at the end.
Shop at 26 Mott Street is Wing on Woe & Co., the oldest continuously run business in the neighborhood.
See, I like receipts.
The family-run store is known for its porcelain goods, especially tea sets sourced directly from China.
These bulldogs and monkeys were sourced from Hong Kong during my grandmother's time.
Mei Lung is its 5th generation owner. And while she aims to preserve the legacy her family has built here, she's also breathing new life into it by expanding its inventory.
We wanted to work with different artists to create reinterpretations of old patterns.
That's my man Vladimir.
And digital presence, including turning its previous owner, her grandma Nancy Side, into a social media sensation.
What's your favorite tea?
Mom took the reins from her grandmother 7 years ago. What's your first memory of the shop?
I grew up coming here, kind of being dropped off after school and running to the back kitchen and spending time with my grandparents. And then I would run out into the front to run the cash register if there was a customer who came in. My memories are really focused and centered around family.
Even though this is a place of business, this was never a job.
Yeah, it was more of a space to understand my own cultural identity, and it's been a challenge to understand how to breathe new life into this space too and make it my own.
Chinatown had cobblestone streets and horse-drawn carriages.
Gary Lum is May's dad. He brought us a few blocks down to where Wing on Woe first opened in 1890. Through the years, it's evolved alongside the Chinatown community.
It's gone through different iterations over time. It was a Buddhist temple, it was a postal drop-off, it was a social gathering place.
We moved over to this location in 1925, and then that's when we expanded our operation. We had an in-house herbalist, we had a roasting pig pit in the back, and then fast forward to 1964 was when my grandmother took over and was like, oh, I'm not going to chop meat, I'm done, and decided to focus on porcelain.
Was there resistance to that, or was it seen as the...
So, you can see what they're talking about here, and she's running the shop now. And that's all cool and everything, that's great.
I ain't tripping on that.
Pass it down and,
History.
preserve your heritage and things. I think that's great, that's fine.
Yeah.
But what's happening?
A space for my elders to age in place, that was number one.
They decided not to sell the business, and it stayed in the family under Lum's leadership. Leadership that now focuses on saving America's Chinatowns.
I hear from everybody that they're concerned that the neighborhood is gentrifying very quickly. So I decided, okay, maybe
we
there's
hear that
something
word
within
from?
my own capacity that I could take on.
For Sierra and my artists, we're going to hold one-on-ones the first week of July. So
Lum founded the WOW Project, a nonprofit using art and activism to resist gentrification and protect businesses like Wing on Woe.
I think what keeps us here in Chinatown is definitely the fact that there are small family-owned businesses that are here and have been here since the 1920s and Chinatown's early beginnings.
Now, for those of you who don't know, if you've never been to New York or if you never went to Chinatown, you know, you can hit Hudson Parkway and go down and make the left on Canal Street if you dare. It is always super busy.
Yes.
It is
Don't go on
always super
Canal
busy.
Street.
So
Don't ever go on
if you
Canal
have
Street.
the ability to go down there, take a look at it, whatever, you know, it's cool if you go to New York and visit it.
Your car be
You
stuck
definitely
there
have an
for an
opportunity
hour
to see
trying to
that.
get somewhere from
You'll
one
definitely have an
block.
opportunity to see that. But what you also notice is that when you're going down Hudson Parkway, Chinatown is really the last thing you get to before you get to the financial district where
That's
the World
right.
Trade Tower is.
That's right. That's real talk. I've been there. I actually walked it.
It's the last thing that you get to. For those of you who live in New York, you already know this, but for those of you who do not live in New York,
I live in D.C.
by the way, when you're going down
I lived up
Hudson
there for a
Parkway,
little while. I know.
Chinatown is pretty much going to be one of the last things you get to right before you get to the financial district. So that thing has been encroaching on them the whole time. I did talk about that when I was putting out my movie Gentrified. Way ahead of my time. Way ahead of my time. Way ahead of the time. And now, I was saying it then. I was saying it then. I was saying, by the way, they sure are close down here. They sure are close down here. And I said, man, it's only going to be a matter of time before they find themselves in a bad situation.
Go there now.
And I've been watching that the whole time.
We're going to get to the gist of it.
You see, while everybody has been working on targeting us,
Oh.
while everyone has been working and focusing on targeting us, I just thought it was very interesting. Thought it was very interesting. This is what's going on down there. They're encroaching on their territory now. You see, when we were talking about gentrification, when we were talking about that, these other folks were telling us to be quiet. Why? Because they want this. When Columbia University is taking up everything in Harlem, well, you see, if you know, they got a lot of the Asian students are living in housing around Columbia University. If you saw my film Gentrified, you saw some of the buildings that have been converted into student housing. A lot of those are Asian kids. Nothing wrong with that. But by the way, as Columbia gentrifies Harlem, nobody was yelling and screaming about this then. No one was screaming about it then. Now, all these years later, now they want to be concerned. Yeah, because you thought we were going to be the only ones thrown down the lion's throat. When they thought we were the only ones going to get chewed up, it's like, okay, well, you know, them folks, they dirty, they smelly, they bring crime, they this, that, and the other. Now they sitting there and stuff is like, hey, you're being targeted, and you're not saying the same things about yourselves. Forget the triads or anything else like that. Forget about that. Forget the syndicates. Forget the mafia. Any of that. We won't get into that. What I'm saying is, by the way, what's your excuse? Jay Ham, thank you in the chat room, by the way.
Yeah, man, that's the thing now. Now the focus is on y'all. See, beating the drum of anti-blackness. Now it's starting to come back to you.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah,
There's a reason for that. Now that was 3 weeks ago. That was 3 weeks ago. This was 4 days ago. NBC News. I'm going to let y'all walk through this right quick. What you saw here, this was 2 years ago. This was 3 weeks ago. This is 4 days ago. So within the last 3 weeks, we got both CBS and NBC saying, hey, you know, the Asians are jumping up and down right now. Because now this, as you heard here, what they say is that this is happening in Chinatowns across America.
To resist gentrification and protect businesses like
they so regentrified in one here in DC, and ain't as big as they used to be.
The fact that there are small family-owned businesses that are here and have been here since the 1920s and Chinatown's early beginnings.
Can you see yourself here for the next 40 years, or?
I think I'm trying to be present.
They're gonna make her an offer she can't refuse.
Yeah.
To sell the business.
That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make her offer she can't refuse. Straight up.
Now focuses on saving America's Chinatowns.
I hear from
It focuses on saving America's Chinatowns, plural.
Leadership that now
y'all pay attention. Don't get lost on this now.
Chinatowns.
I hear from everybody that
you niggas need to be educated. I be posting these things and y'all don't be really giving me no feedback when I post it on Facebook and Instagram.
New York 3 weeks ago on CBS.
So you know what I'm saying?
Somebody sounded the alarm and they got
I figure I'll make my post and we'll comment off of these things. I'll bring it to you live on my shit.
This is NBC 4 days ago.
They're vibrant cultural centers, rich with heritage
That's
and
DC.
history, filled with shops, restaurants, and schools. A home away from home for generations, and a gateway
That's DC.
into Asian American culture for visitors. Chinese immigrants arrived in California in the mid-1800s in search of gold. But they were not welcome. In 1882, Congress passed the Chinese Exclusion Act, restricting immigration to the U.S. This exclusion led to the formation of 83 Chinatowns since the mid-1800s.
Take a look at where those dots are on your screen there, by the way. Take a look at where all those dots are. You see where all those dots are, don't you?
All the way in
Not just
Hawaii.
in New York, not just in California, not just the usual suspects, by the way. You got Louisiana, Georgia, Oklahoma. You see what's going on here? Is that Missouri? You see what's going on here? I just wanted to give you an idea so you can see, by the way, it's a whole lot bigger. Washington, Oregon, whole lot lot bigger.
Like I say,
Just wanted
Hawaii.
to put that in perspective for you. You know about the majors today. By the way, you should take a look at that.
Congress passed the Chinese Exclusion Act, restricting immigration to the U.S. This exclusion led to the formation of 83 Chinatowns since the mid-1800s.
Okay, now let's be very, very clear. This led to the formation of 83 Chinatowns since the 1800s. Do you notice that they didn't do it like they did us? Did you notice that? You see, the Black Wall Street, you see, when we set up black towns, they got blown up, they got burned down, they got destroyed. See, we didn't have an opportunity to set up a black town. Every time we did it, something different happened to us. So even though Congress allegedly passed these laws, and remember, the stuff that happened to us
Drop
was in the
bombs
20th
on us over there in
century, not
Philly,
the 1800s, the
Tulsa.
1900s. We were not allowed to do this.
Everywhere else, they race riot and murder people.
You see one dot down there in
Rosewood.
Florida. Rosewood. What happened to Blacktown and Rosewood? Eatonville. You take a look at what
Yeah, y'all
happened
forget
with
about
us.
Eatonville, Florida.
Yeah, these other folk here, we did the same thing these other folks did, but our results were radically
They sabotaged
different.
us.
Nobody was targeting these people for annihilation.
Exactly.
For genocide,
Annihilated
for
us.
destruction, for
Exactly.
murder on the street, for mass lynching.
Yes.
Nobody did that to them.
No.
Why
Their
they telling you
generational
and me
wealth was
what we need to
able
do?
to pass down and pass down and pass down.
And what we should be able to make it with. While they're passing down stuff in their families, 4, 5, 6 generations.
Tell us to pull ourselves
Why
up by
you
our
can't pass yours
bootstraps.
down? Ours got blowed the hell up.
Right.
Ours got stolen.
Oh, but it's an opportunity for everybody.
We got
Everybody
taken
has
by
the
state,
same
eminent domain.
opportunity.
They dropped a freeway on ours everywhere we went. Everywhere across the country, it's the same damn story with us. They didn't do you like that.
No.
You talking about getting gentrified. We didn't get gentrified. We got
Annihilated.
big difference.
According to a preliminary analysis by the National Trust for Historic Preservation, Chinatowns became safe havens for Chinese families. But now, many are struggling. Experts say Chinatowns nationwide are being endangered by gentrification, lack of investment, and development projects. The lack of affordable housing also forcing longtime residents to leave.
Oh,
On
that's
top of
it.
that,
Hey,
the
yo.
rise in
Sound familiar, don't it, y'all?
accelerating the decline of America's Chinatowns.
Oh, boy.
Up here, that's where you grew up, that apartment? Yeah, we had to share one bathroom with the entire floor.
They say they ain't
Amy
getting
Chen
this. They ain't
Lozano
getting
grew up in
no
the Chinatown International
no
District
city
of Seattle.
investments.
She says crime is a growing
No,
concern.
nothing's
and the
trickling
neighborhood
down.
is a low
I
priority
think we've been
for the
screaming
city.
that for a while.
I couldn't help but notice coming from downtown into Chinatown, there was a marked difference.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the streets are dirtier.
Right.
There is graffiti everywhere. Buildings are abandoned. You say that's not by accident.
It absolutely isn't. You can physically see the difference.
No, that's
Where